I'm James.
And I'm Emily.
And we show you our actual weight loss journey. With what?
With what?
With what?
Make sure you go check us out on Instagram and Facebook, but most importantly, don't forget to get ready.
Set.
Keto.
Keto. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are.
This is Happy Saturday.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about weigh-in Saturday? Is it weigh-in Saturday?
Nope.
It's not weigh-in Saturday. You want to know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, it's real quick. We're just going to do weigh-in Saturday once a month.
Yeah. So a quick little thing. If you are new to our channel, welcome. We are so happy, so thrilled to have you on this journey with us. We started this journey back in June of 2021.
Yep. I vaguely remember that when we started doing keto, right? We had to walk uphill both ways to get meat.
Yeah. Yeah. In the snow. And like below 15 degrees, wind chill. It was crazy.
I don't even know how it happened. It was uphill both ways back then.
Yeah, both ways.
And you'll hear everyone say, oh, there wasn't all the keto treats that there was now, and there wasn't this. And yeah. We love you guys.
We do.
Happy Saturday.
Yep. And while I started at 226 pounds, James started at a whopping 314 pounds.
Whopping.
Yeah.
She never told me I was a whopper back then. She never told, you know what? We could have avoided the whole thing if she'd have said, you know what? You're kind of getting fat. I'd have maybe been like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know, you should have told me that sooner.
Yep. And my brother Derek has been on this journey with us as well. He started a little bit later than we did. And he just told us that he just hit 220 pounds.
Which was his goal.
Yes. So congratulations to Derek. We're super happy for him. And he does an amazing job.
So now we're all into what we would consider maintenance. Because my goal was 210. I'm under that.
Yeah, my goal was 150, and I am under that.
And Derek is 220, and that was his goal.
Yeah.
So everyone now is in maintenance. So we have a new thing. So once a month, we're going to weigh in on Saturday, and we're going to do it. We're going to film it on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
The other times, we're still going to put out a Saturday video.
Yeah.
But it will probably be filmed on Friday night because we got life to live now. Why lose all the weight just to not go out and be active? At least, maybe during the winter, it'll be more.
So our videos, to sum it up, might look a little bit differently, but we're still going to share our journey with you, the ups and the downs, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So
they might look different? Like black and white?
Maybe. That could be different.
Or Technicolor.
Totally.
All right.
So for the month of August, as you guys know, we decided to take on the Carnivore Challenge for the month of August. And if you look up different meanings of the word challenge, you're kind of putting yourself outside of your comfort zone, putting yourself to the test, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm. And
sometimes it can help you grow as a person, learn more about yourself, yada, 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 right?
You know what? When I think of a challenge, I think it encourages personal improvement.
Yep.
Or development. Or whatever you have written down in front of me.
I wanted to look up different definitions of the word challenge.
Yeah.
To help me. And I am one that has to write notes in order to remember or be able to see them on the notes. So I wanted to look that up because for August, we failed our challenge. And while fail is not a good word, and I feel like it's not the best word to use, I'm still going to use the word fail.
Hey, we did good, like, in the beginning, like the first half. We did really good.
Yeah.
And then I think we might do good on the last day.
Yeah. But
there was
the good part of failing something, though, is through anything, not just your keto journey, anything, failure is most certainly an awesome way to learn more about yourself, more so than success, right? If you succeed in everything you do in life, you're not going to learn as much about yourself, right?
I love hearing this coming from a woman. Men are so different when they think of things. They're like, oh yeah, you failed.
But I have been in this emotional kind of rut, and I'm usually very optimistic and very half glass full or glass half full, right? Half glass full?
Glass half full.
Glass half full.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because life is too short to be negative and discouraging.
All right. And you just heard her terms of the challenge. Like, yeah.
So part of this journey is being honest with you guys and putting everything out there. Like I said, the good, bad, the ugly. And we're here to tell you right now, I know we've said it in the past, but we are not perfect.
We're not perfect.
We're not always going to do everything perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Never claim to be.
And a lot of people say, oh, well, first off, maintenance, okay? Enjoy your journey when you're on your journey. Because maintenance...
It's still a whole nother chapter. Of
Maintenance sucks. Let me just explain why. First off, when you put yourself out on weigh-ins, okay, the reason we have to cut back is because, so Emily's at her goal weight. You know, I could be another 10, 15 pounds lighter, but I'm not.
Right.
So Emily's going along and she's low, right, where she wants to be. And then she eats Brussels sprouts that gives her inflammation, right? So now she gains 3 pounds from Brussels sprouts, right? It's not permanent, but it's weigh-in day, so now she's up 3 pounds. And then the best she can expect is next week she would be back down to where she was. You know what I mean? Up, down, up, down, up, down.
So your journey isn't always going to be like this.
So on weigh-ins, there's no excitement there. You're kind of putting yourself in a lose-lose because eventually you're going to go up. And yeah, you're going to go back down, but like the excitement of it's just, I just got back to where I was. So it's became a mental aspect. It's become a mental game. So, and I was talking to Dustin about this, about how Dustin from Keto Simple, and he was like, everyone, you know, one of the reasons people are tuning in is because everyone, you know, there's so many people that's far off from maintenance, even getting to where we are, but they still want to know what to expect when they get there. So that's why, you know, we have to keep going. Yeah, maybe the journey is not as fun anymore.
And for us personally. And I do want to point out, I was listening to Sana and Cindy. They had Wendy and Harry from Loving It on Keto on and interviewing them. And one of the questions they got was, do you feel any, you know, a certain amount of pressure since you're putting your weight out there for everyone and your journey out there for everyone? And I was thinking how I would answer that because in my honest opinion, it does put a lot of pressure on me. And I was talking about this to James just, I think, last night or maybe the other night. And I have this bar of expectations for myself that's way up here. Because I'm like, I know I got to weigh in. I know I got to put that weight, that stupid number on the scale, while I don't want to care about it, you know, because I know how I feel. And I know how I feel eating this way. And I know this has to be something sustainable for me, for my life. And I can't feel guilty about having some almonds, or feel guilty about having keto chow ice cream, or feel guilty if I want Brussels sprouts. I don't want to feel guilty.
We were getting to a point of, and we've done it all along, and that's fine, but we were getting to a point of our food schedule was getting messed with just because we knew that weigh-in was coming up. So we didn't want to eat anything inflammatory, such as even chicken. We didn't even want to eat chicken because we knew that that might add a couple pounds of inflammation.
Yeah.
And you don't want to, you know. So because we know like how we are for, you know, like weigh-in and things like that, it's just easier if it's once a month.
Right.
It's just easier, and because it's still a stressful time, you know what I mean? Like, like people when they're in school, you get graded
Yeah, you have a test and it's
Yeah.
crunch time.
Yeah, and
So.
you know, even though you know it, it still brings a little bit of a stress. Well,
Hmm.
weighing in every single week was becoming, and we're still gonna get weighed. It's just not gonna be like the official,
Right.
you know.
And at the in the same breath, if somebody says, "How much do you weigh?"
I have no problem telling.
Me neither. And growing up, that was something, and even with him, that was something I never wanted him to know how much I weighed until we started this challenge. And we just want to be as transparent as we can with you guys because we care about you and we consider you family, you know?
Hmm.
So we just want to be transparent and honest, and we're not perfect. We failed the carnivore challenge for the month of August. If you want to call it a fail, I don't want to call it that. Unfortunately, that's the only word I can think of right now. So that's what I'm going with.
Hmm.
Um, but not only did I fail carnivore for the month, I failed at eating keto,
Hmm.
just in general. Um, I'm not even going to go into details on what exactly it was because I know it can be a trigger for some people. But I totally ate off plan on Sunday and went straight to bed and felt literally sick for days.
Look, part of maintenance in the very beginning, Emily says, ask me, when do we stop? And the thing is we never stop being keto.
Mm-hmm.
We never stop being keto, ever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in maintenance, I told her this is where I want to be for my weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say every other week there's a birthday party, there's something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's an off-plan meal.
Yeah.
Wherever I'm at,
Mm-hmm.
allowing, like, you know, no more than that, that's where I want to be because there's times like our birthdays all hit at the same time.
Right.
You know, just a couple weeks apart, you got boom, 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 boom.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's just times it's like we haven't been perfect all along. We used to reward ourselves every single week in the beginning.
We
Every
did.
single week, whoever lost the most weight got to
Mm-hmm.
pick where
Where
we
we
went
went.
for an off-plan meal.
Right.
So we have never been perfect.
And
And
we just want to circle back right now because in case you haven't been watching, from when we started,
mhm.
that is something that helped us in our journey by having that, little contest among ourselves.
You know, there's some people that say don't ever have a cheat,
Hmm.
and then there's some people who I think could benefit sometimes with something to look forward to, whether it be something just little that you've been looking forward to. I think that something that you say, oh, well, you know, I've done good. I could have something,
Right.
just something
But
to keep you on track to say if I stay focused. It's kind of like, with Noah. I give him money for honor roll.
mhm,
It's something,
it's something to look forward to. But I will say this, while you are keto and you're eating the proper human diet,
Mhm.
for me, if I eat something, anything, if I eat something off plan, like for instance, on our vacation, we ate off plan, right?
Yeah,
Um,
that's what you don't call it.
but it was intentional. It was an intentional off plan.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas, like this past Sunday, it was very emotional for me. And I beat myself up over it because it wasn't really like, this is what I'm going to do. And there was a set plan for it.
There wasn't.
No, I totally
Did you slip and fall and
got right back up again.
eat something while you were down?
I did. But my point is, I got back up again. And I'm not going to say I fell off the wagon at all.
No.
I get back up.
Planned garbage is not falling off the wagon.
Right.
What we found is, like, first off, we would never bring anything into our home.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Right.
That's just not the way it is. And any
Right.
time in the past, if we've ever had an off-plan meal, we've never brought it back. It's never been like, oh, doggy bag.
Yeah.
No, it stays there.
Right.
But
But I'm just saying, in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not in any kind of health profession whatsoever. But I know I plan on eating this way for the rest of my life, and I know I'm not always going to be perfect. And I know there are going to be times where I might go and have something off plan, but I want it to be intentional and not based off emotions.
And, as far as honesty goes, let's be honest. Anytime, if we was to have something, even if it's a birthday party and we have cake,
Hmm.
we're not going to announce it and say, hey guys, we had cake. You know what I mean? Because there's triggers for people. It's not going to be, we're not going to be like that. We might say that we had something off plan, but we're not going to go in detail and be like, oh, and here's the pictures of, you know what I mean? We're not going to do that because it's called being a good human being.
Trying to be respectful to other people.
You know what I mean? It's not like, I wouldn't tell someone who's an alcoholic and be like, oh yeah, look at this drink I had, or, you know what I mean? I don't drink. But it's kind of the same thing because an addiction is an addiction and people
Right.
are addicted to food. And I don't even consider myself addicted to food anymore. I mean, I need it.
Right.
I guess I'm addicted to food. Is it called addiction? Like, because if I don't have food for a while, my stomach starts to
Yeah.
hurt. My stomach hurts. I don't know what that means.
Right.
Does that mean I've had too much food? I'm addicted to food.
He's so weird. So the point of this video is
It's not called weird, it's called stupid.
the point of this video is we want to be honest and transparent. Yes, we failed the August challenge that we presented in front of ourselves, and challenges are meant to be difficult and a learning experience, so to speak. And my overall gain of knowledge about myself through this month is keto is what will be sustainable for me lifelong.
You know what hurts my feelings?
What?
We always said, we will always weigh in on Saturday. We always said that.
Yeah.
And I hate the fact that it's became a mental, I feel like people who's been doing their channels all along have been like, yeah, one of these days these idiots ain't gonna weigh in, because it gets to a point where it became not fun, and we want to do fun things. I like the vlog style videos. I enjoy doing the vlog style videos, like the day. I like to wake up and let's film a day. That's what I like to do. And if we don't
Talks
continue,
in circles.
if we don't continue to do what we enjoy, then we're going to do less of what we don't.
Yes.
And
And this is something that,
this is what we do together, and we love,
yes, that's what I was going to say.
we love this, but we do have to evolve. I mean, we can't keep doing the same thing that we did last year and expect it to still be fun this year.
We're still going to share our weights. It's
I mean,
just
I do still like taking a shower with Emmy though, after all these years. Just saying. And now we fit.
What?
All right, we are. So you're seeing us Saturday morning. It's late Friday night. We are meeting Cindy
Demanch and
yes,
Brian.
yes, for lunch today, and we are going to vlog today. And I think this vlog is going to come out Wednesday. We're still doing our lives. We're still doing. If we start vlogging on Saturday, instead of. We got a Renaissance Festival coming up starting next weekend. We got stuff on Saturdays, and that might have had something to do with the weigh-in thing. Don't think that weigh-in's gone forever. It's just not here. It's not going to be here every day, but it's going to be here. We're still going to know what we are. I still might throw on Emmy's Instagram, hey, guess what? I'm at like 150.
So you guys, if you are on this challenge this month with us, I hope you let us know in the comments below how you're doing, and if you haven't 100% stuck to carnivore, you're not alone. You're not alone at all. This is a journey. We're not always going to be perfect. It's always going to be ups and downs, I think.
It's kind of close.
It's kind of close. We're still doing pretty meat heavy on the way that we eat. And
We do very meat heavy. Let's be real. 6 out of the 7 days is definitely almost just meat.
But I will say this, the most certain way to succeed
Uh-huh.
is to get up and try again.
You know what? If pickles were meat, this wouldn't be an issue. Ready to say goodbye?
Ready, set?
Goodbye.